I don't want to do that, but I also don't want her to keep bothering my father either. Am I in the wrong for leaving my mother's house unoccupied to go live with my father because she and my stepdad left me home alone to go on a trip with his family without even bothering to inform me? Update. So, it has been 2 weeks since the incident, and a lot of things have come to light since then. First of all, I was finally able to figure out why Eddie hated me so much. Apparently, as it turns out, when they had first started dating, Eddie had asked my mother if he could bring his mother over to live with them. My mom had said no because she was not comfortable with the idea of them moving in together so soon and definitely not okay with the idea of her ailing mother-in-law coming to live with her. She thought that it would be too much work for her and was not up for it, even though Eddie had made it very clear that his mother had a full-time nurse to look after her and she just needed people around for her emotional needs. My mother was already not ready to move in with Eddie and be together, and she did not want the extra baggage of having her mother-in-law live with her. But instead of being upfront with him, she pinned it all on me. This was about 3 months into their relationship. They were getting pretty serious about each other at that point, even though I think it was way too soon for them. But anyway, that's my mother's choice, and I don't want to comment on that. She had basically lied to Eddie and told him that she would be okay with him moving in with her and bringing his mom and kids along to live with us, but she was not sure if it was such a good idea because of me. She had made me sound like some juvenile delinquent and told him that she had dated a couple of men in the past, but they had all been driven away because of me. Apparently, I terrorized her boyfriend because I wanted to protect her and keep everybody away since I still believed I could reunite my parents, and she did not want to break my heart. She also did not want Eddie's mother to suffer because of me, because she had told him that I had a lot of comments to make about his family. She had told Eddie that I had referred to his mother as a useless burden on the family and that I had told her that if she moved in with us, then I would make sure that she suffered for it, something that I would never say because that's just not me, and I know how insensitive it is. Apparently, I had referred to his kids as little evil goblins who were going to ruin our family. Obviously, after that, he had stopped interacting with me at all because he did not want anything to do with me. He had actually believed my mother, even though I had always acted very normally around him, and he had no reason to believe her. I found out about it a couple of days ago, since Eddie had been pushing my mother to disown me and cut all ties with me because of what I had done, and he thought that it was about time. But she did not want to do that, so she finally had to come clean to him, and now they are living separately because Eddie could not believe that he had been treating me so badly over a bunch of lies that my mother had fed him just because she was too afraid to tell him the truth, that it was she who was against having his sick mother live with them and not me. In that email, he even mentioned that he would not have had an issue if my mother had been honest with him and told him that she did not have the bandwidth to deal with a sick person in the house. He would have just spoken to his sister and made sure that they took turns taking care of their mom, but she chose to lie to him and made up such a horrible story about me that he believed and kept mistreating me. He sent me an email to apologize for everything that he had put me through and hoped that I would forgive him. I have not responded to it yet because I don't know how to feel about any of this right now, and I just want to keep my head clear and not think about any of this at the moment. But anyway, that's why he had been mistreating me for so long and my mother had been allowing it. In fact, it had been working out in her favor perfectly, and she had been feeding him all sorts of lies about how I kept getting in trouble at school, and he never even questioned it because he trusted her blindly. We never spoke, so he never found out that I was actually quite a normal guy, and that kept my mother's cover from getting blown. She is one twisted lady. I have to say that my father is now filing for full custody after we got to know all of this, and my mother is devastated because she claims that she loved us and wanted us to be a happy family together. But I'm sorry, you can't have a happy family on your own terms and ruin everybody else's life. Apparently, not only is my dad filing for full custody, but Eddie is also filing for divorce. I found out because my mother sent my dad a bunch of messages begging him to talk to Eddie and fix this because she can't live